that cruncher. It's Oreo action for Oreo munchers. Feel it, the cruncher, a chocolate cookie dunker, a creamy milk muncher with O-R-E-O. Oreo action, Oreo action with the dunker, whatever your attraction. What's your Oreo action with O-R-E-O? Nabisco.
Oreo cookies, creamy, crunchy Oreo. Share them with your friends. At Mounds, Almond Joy, and York Peppermint Patties. Treats that can make this Halloween more fun than ever. Have sponsored It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Next on CBS.
Gimme.
Celebrate the spookiest of holidays with the Emmy-winning Garfield's Halloween Adventure. Next.
Meetings are for business.
I think it's time we were on a first-name basis.
And pleasure, but are never by accident. On Dallas, then on Falcon Crest.
I was involved with evil, the worst kind of evil.
Death stalks at Gioberti Vineyards.
See you at the movies.
It all starts tonight at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.
Gonna party, yeah, yeah. Be our special guest. Gonna party, Mighty Mouse. Right here on CBS. Saturdays.
This is CBS.
In Motor Trend's coveted Import Car of the Year awards, the Acura Integra finished second. Which isn't so bad when you consider who we were up against. The Acura Legend Coupe.
Scared Silly, starring Ronald McDonald and the Chicken McNuggets.
Ronald, nice to see you in this neck of the woods. Come on.
What are you making? We're stirring up secret sauces.
For dipping.
We're ready, boss.
Let's make sauce.
Oh, well, at least I got my hair done.
I have an idea.
Whoop-de-doo, McDonald's sauces.
You can always count on them to be terrific.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
That cool, refreshing feeling of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum puts a sparkle in your eye, a spring in your step, and makes things lots of fun. It's that little lift from Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. It's that little lift. Come on and get you some. That clean, fresh taste Wrigley's Spearmint's got. That little lift that means a lot. It's that little lift from Wrigley's Spearmint Gum.
The Fry Step, starring Ronald McDonald and Friends.
If you hop all around like the Fry Kids do, you're doing the Fry Step. It's fun for you. Fry girls, Fry guys. You'll hop all around like the Fry Kids do. Then you go where your nose will lead you to.
French fries. French fries.
McDonald's French fries.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
My Super Golden Crisp cereal really shakes up this nutritious breakfast. Those 8 vitamins always seem to come in handy. Pitter-patter of little feet, probably after the sweet, crispy wheat. Que pasa, Toro?
Also your cereal, Sugar Bear.
No way, Jose. How about a vitamin-packed punch? Olé. It doesn't pay to be a bully. I can't get enough Super Golden Crisp. It's got the crunch with punch.
Yeah.
Frank's Place.
Tell me about it.
It's intelligent TV at its finest.
What are you talking about?
Good. That's all I wanted to know.
Then.
Ted. Hi, Allie.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, Kate.
You know him?
This is Bob.
Well, what do you know? Bob and Kate and Ted and Allie.
This is dating in the 80s. The 90s are going to be frightening.
Monday starting at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Tonight, rock into the 90s with Kids. Bill Medley and Jennifer Warren in a television first. Top of the Pops on CBS Late Night.
Hello, my name is Crispy. How do you do? Crispy Critters cereal entirely new. It's indubitably delicious. Oh, here comes Crispy Critters, a good wholesome bunch. The low sugar cereal with lots of crunch.
Yes, it's indubitably.
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 Post Crispy Critter cereal is part of a balanced breakfast.
Cha-cha-cha-cha.
Certs knows everybody has a style of their own. So the next time you're out to say something about yourself, remember this. And so does the great taste of Certs with Retsin.
A presidential hopeful reveals his cabinet.
My cabinet will be filled with honesty, integrity, and real satisfaction. 9 lives. What would you expect from a finicky president?
Vote 9 lives, a more satisfying choice.
Saturday. Sam's new neighbors have her on the lookout.
They could strike at any time.
You're sure we're not intruding? My Sister Sam, Saturday.
Next Friday night, a night of shadows and masks when
spirits of the underworld walk the earth.
On Beauty and the Beast, beginning at 8.
On a special Halloween Newhart.
Earth is being invaded from outer space. And you know what their logical first stop will be? Bed and breakfast.
It'll be a real night of terror.
Then Suzanne's ex is back.
That's fantastic.
But who's he come back for?
You're not my brother-in-law anymore.
But that's cheating.
Gerald McRaney guest on Designing Women. Then a killer's on the loose.
Somebody's been mugging middle-aged hookers.
And Cagney and Lacey are the bait.
Top feet were not meant to wear hooker shoes.
Monday starting at 9, 8 Central and Mountain on CBS.
This is CBS.
The tomatoes look like they just got picked off the vine.
In McDonald's, we're tossing salads fresh all day, every day.
I don't have time to chop, chop, chop.
Every day I go pick up 4 or 5 salads and 4 or 5 Diet Cokes, and that's our lunch. It's fresh.
I really like it.
Toss fresh all day. McDonald's salads.
This is McDonald's new shrimp salad. These are the coupons in Wednesday's papers for fresh tossed salad, shrimp chicken, and chef. Just $1.99 a limited time. So cut the coupons for fresh tossed salads.
If breakfast were as it was meant to be, it would be a centuries-old balance of fruits, grains, and nuts. The breakfast Europeans call muesli. Now muesli comes to America as Kellogg's Mueslix. Oats, wheat, rice, corn, barley, raisins, dates, and hazelnuts. Kellogg's Mueslix. 5 grain or bran. What breakfast was meant to be.
The Week That Was on Wall Street at 11.
When they wish. Developed technology for continuous communications. And conquered space for work and relaxation. Amtrak's new Metroliner service, the most advanced civilization from New York to Washington.
All aboard Amtrak.
The Politics of Education with Gabe Pressman, this week at 6.
Especially outdoors. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Susan St. James, actor John Savage, singer Colin James Hay, plus Paul Schaefer in the band. And now a man who simply will not rest until we're all sure just exactly when rest periods begin, David Letterman.
So much. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the program. I'm the host of the show. My name is Dave. Please, please call me. Call me Dave, won't you? Well, what is the date today, Paul? This is the 3rd of March?
This is March 3.
March 3. Now, listen to this. We're 3 days into a brand new month here, and it's already feeling a little like spring, isn't it? Yeah. So this morning, I'm having breakfast. Listen to this. Tell me if you don't think it's a little peculiar. You too, Paul. Okay. This morning, I'm having breakfast. A guy comes up to me and he says, "Excuse me, Mr. Letterman." And I said, "Oh, no, please, call me Dave." And he says, "Excuse me, Dave, can I have your autograph?" And I said to the guy, I said, "Geez, how did you get into my kitchen?" Because, you know, ladies and let's see. Howard Baker, boy, has this guy gotten fat. What do you think, huh? But didn't he used to be kind of a diminutive senator from Tennessee?
The diminutive senator from Tennessee.
That's right.
I used to call him.
That was his campaign slogan for years, wasn't it? And anyway, he's now the chief of staff there in the White House. And he said yesterday, after meeting with the president, he said, "Reagan is alert." That's the kind of thing you say about somebody who's in intensive care, though, isn't it? So you... Here on the all-new Late Night 87. Thank you very much. Is this clock accurate, do we think? Is it right on the money? Is it within a millisecond of the actual time? No. Okay. You know, this is an annual tradition here in New York City, out in Queens, a Queens College freshman. They have a big eating contest, and a guy, I guess it's a guy, yeah, he won the contest by eating, listen to this, he ate 10 White Castle hamburgers in 1 minute, 21 seconds. 10 of these things in less than a minute and a half. And gosh, I'd love to see this guy's SAT scores, wouldn't you? There's some brain power at work right there. See, I really feel almost naked without a correct time here. I'd like to be able to tell the people how much time we've wasted for them now. 35 seconds?
4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes. So,
Yeah.
well, look at this. Look at this. We have just about 55 minutes left in the show. We've already burned right through nearly 5 minutes. And pretty much, hasn't it been rock solid entertainment? Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Get away from the... Hey, did you see that, Paul? Somebody from the audience came down and was tampering with our clock.
Right, I know.
Come on, mind your own business, will you? What the heck? The girls will be here in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our good friend, Paul Schaefer. Paul, say a little.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, David.
I know you had something you wanted to say tonight to Fawn Hall.
That's right, I do.
The former assistant to Oliver North.
That's right.
Yeah. First of all, she's your favorite what, Paul?
Fawn is she's my favorite angel. You
That's
know
right,
that.
yeah.
Kate Jackson used to be my favorite angel.
Yeah.
Now, but Fawn, I know, I want to make a plea actually directly to you, Fawn Hall, because Fawn, I know you're probably considering a number of different record deals with a number of different labels.
Yeah.
Because you're so topical now, and
she's hot.
She's hot,
and she's one fabulous babe.
People are breaking down her door with offers for
That's right.
biographies and scripts, whatever. I know she's considering a lot of things. I am your producer, Fawn. I would like to do an album with you, and I am, you know, I'm not like a Giorgio or a Jelly Bean and these cats who will just come in and turn your head around and take you to the Palladium and wine you and dine you, and then, you know, who knows what kind of a record they're going to make.
But not only, now, Paul, this is a very generous offer. Not only will you produce the album, but what else?
Well, I'll help you with your live act, too, you know, when it's time to play. I think that, you know, Fawn Hall coming out and hitting tennis balls back at the audience would be good.
I think that's a darn generous offer.
And then she goes into her first number. So, Fawn, I'm a type of producer who's sensitive to the artist and, you know, just kick it around, babe, you know. Favorite angel.
Tonight, kids, we're going to show you what you could be watching on other channels if you chose to watch something else. Don't waste your time picking up the TV guide. We're going to tell you right now what you could be seeing on other channels all across the country. For example, here, our first selection is PBS tonight. It's the popular This Old House. On tonight's episode, a deranged Bob Villa shows us how to convert your neighbor into a roll-top desk. Did I forget the top 10 list? Bring that a little later. On Channel 9 tonight, you could be watching Channel 9, and tonight they're running Entertainment Tonight. And here we see organizers of Farm Aid announce their newest project, Gargle Across America.
Dave?
Yes, Paul?
Will you participate in Gargle Across
I'll
America
be there.
with me?
I'll be there with my throat and tongue ready
Because
to
I am
go.
writing the song. I'm getting together a bunch of celebrities, comedians, and musicians.
You can count on me. I'll be there, buddy. On ABC tonight, well, as usual, it's Nightline with Ted Koppel, and here we see live coverage of a triumphant parade in Moscow celebrating the departure of Phil Donahue. On CNN, it's a cable deal, a special report on how smart Alex in California are getting around beach regulations prohibiting dogs. Look at that. I'd kind of like to see that myself, but I'm busy here tonight. On the Lifetime Cable Network, oh, this is good. Leo Biscaglia goes crazy and attacks a cheerleading camp. Here, take that, you little weasel. There you go. He's the love doctor, you know, Paul, Leo Biscaglia.
I'm fond of him.
Yeah, he's the one who likes to hug and touch.
I know, and his name actually suggests his occupation.
Leo?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, what fun we have. Here we have, ESPN, the Entertainment Sports Network. Some of the NBA's white players trained for next year's slam dunk competition. There they are. Boing. Is the clock close now? How are we doing on the clock? 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes of television have gone by just like that. Howard, get something else for the next one, will you? Here we have Channel 11 tonight. It's an old ABC After School special. Oh, this is good. It's entitled The Boy Who Wanted to Stay a Soprano. It's just horrible. I'm sorry you had to see that. And my guess is you probably didn't. All right. And finally tonight, of course, you could be watching HBO. They're running an inspirational film about a blind cyclist determined to race in the Olympics. There he is. Okay.
She's about to move.
Oh,
You got
okay.
the melody?
Is that it? Have we covered everything, Paul?
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to go, folks. We've got a great show tonight. Susan St. James is here. Colin James Hay will be performing with the band, and also actor John Savage. This and much, much more. So come on back.
No. That ref was beautiful.
Beautiful. Whose idea was it to enter that race?
The Great Ocean Raft Race. It was Tom's idea.
Got a picture in the paper.
Yeah. Hey, it also got us that great beer, remember?
Yeah, that was good. Great draft beer.
Drinking Miller Genuine Draft will remind you of the best beer you ever had, because it's cold filtered for real draft smoothness. It's beer at its best.
We're going to enter again this year, right?
No, we haven't decided yet.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding.
Excuse me.
Sorry, looks just like mine.
Well, here's my Cougar XR7.
Great cars, aren't they?
I love mine. Don't tell me. Your Cougar?
I always wanted one. Peppy, aren't they?
Serving the Hudson Valley, this is award-winning 62 News.
Good evening, I'm Brian Madden.
I'm Nancy Cozine. The state says gas prices went down last week, but Valley dealers don't agree.
The Ulster County DA wants to increase bail for an Accord man involved in a fatal snowmobile accident.
But first, as the population of the Hudson Valley increases, so does the number of banks in the region. But most of those are new branches of big banks based elsewhere. Ember Edwards has a story of a homegrown bank looking to sprout up in Dutchess County as early as this summer. Although, she reports, some question whether there's room for a new bank on the block.
Walk down Market Street in Poughkeepsie and you might wonder if this area needs yet another bank. An expanding economy has brought in corporate giants and helped small local banks grow. Is there room for one more? Banker Ed Finnegan thinks so. Finnegan wants to start a bank designed especially for professionals and small businesses.
What we really want to do is be a hometown bank. This is designed to be a bank that services the business and professional community. That's really what we're looking at. And We'd like people to think that they're part of a club because we will certainly take care of them in terms of the service. But we don't want to make it so exclusive that a lot of people don't want to join that club.
The 14 other investors who have contributed a total of $450,000 to get the project off the ground say this bank will help local business people to network, much like the old-fashioned small-town merchants bank.
Everybody meets at the bank. The bank is where the local small business people meet. And whether that will happen here or not, conceptually at least, it very well could.
Nonetheless, some bankers say the Hudson Valley is approaching a banking glut. They say there is no need for another bank, but they do say there is still room for competition.
It's a very, very efficient and highly competitive marketplace, which is good. I think is good for the public because more competition basically keeps us alert, sharp, and operating at peak efficiency.
Finnegan maintains there is a need for a bank that offers special services to a specialized clientele.
I think that the other banks have a broad-based kind of approach. I'm looking at a certain niche, and I think that there's room in the marketplace for somebody who's focusing.
When Finnegan's new bank does take its place alongside the other banks in town, it will be the first new bank chartered in Dutchess County in more than 20 years. Amber Edwards, 62 News.
Live in the city or get fired. That's the message to Kingston's municipal employees from the city's Common Council. It voted to reject a plan which would have allowed city workers to live within a 10-mile radius of Kingston. That plan had the backing of Mayor White, who says there are not enough qualified people in the city to fill all technical positions. The mayor says he will continue to fight for his position.
Unfortunately, this whole thing became a political ball game, and I'm sorry to see it. It is an actual fact that we have a number of people who are living outside of the city illegally, according to the 1976 resolution passed by the Common Council. The department heads who hired these people have not paid attention to it for 10 years.
And the mayor says he knows of at least 24 city workers living outside the city illegally. It's unsure at this point if they will indeed be fired.
Tonight, the governor is expected to sign a stopgap measure to save, at least temporarily, 700 jobs in the state. The jobs were to be abolished tomorrow in the state labor department because of a $33 million cut in federal funding. An emergency measure to provide $1.5 million to keep those workers on payroll was whisked through the state Senate and Assembly. Cuomo says the stopgap bill will allow the labor department more time for placing the employees in other positions.
The State Energy Office reports upstate gasoline prices took more than a penny step downward during the last week of February. It says the first noticeable drop since November of 1986. But as Hillary Feichtbaum reports, local gasoline stations are reporting different figures.
Anyone filling up at gas stations in and around Kingston probably noticed prices have been steadily increasing since the beginning of the year.
Service station officials in Kingston say gasoline prices were declining at a good clip from November right on through December. But they say at the beginning of January, those prices began to increase.
As of January, I've noticed an increase about 10 cents. It's been steady but slow. You know, it's just been going up ever since, and I expect it to go up more during the next coming months, as far as I know.
Saywick does a market survey of Kingston gas stations every morning, and he's found a 10-cent a gallon price jump is about average for the area. Other service station managers agree, but add that Kingston pump prices tend to be higher than other parts of the state.
Most times, yeah, we find they are a little higher here.
Why is that?
The taxes possibly, and just the area itself.
While local fuel to keep cars running seems more expensive these days, fuel to keep homes heated has stayed at a low level.
Locally, the prices were about 10 to 20 cents below last year's pricing, and a lot of people that were burning wood and coal have turned back to oil.
Dempsey says right now the average price per gallon of home heating fuel in Kingston is about 80 cents. And since spring and summer are fast on the way, Dempsey figures prices will lay low for a while. Hillary Feichtbaum, 62 News.
The Ulster County District Attorney is asking that bail be increased for the man waiting trial on charges of killing 2 children with his snowmobile. 24-year-old Harry Davis of Accord is currently free on $25,000 bail. He was indicted on 2 counts of second-degree manslaughter, more than a dozen other charges in connection with the January 2nd mishap. 6-year-old William Neitz and his 18-month-old half-brother Michael Martin were killed while walking near their Olive Bridge home. The district attorney believes that the $25,000 bail is too low in light of some new information now available on Davis.
When that was set, we didn't know that his system was loaded with cocaine.
That certainly is an aggravating factor that should be considered. When that bail was set, we were not aware of the fact that that this was an individual whose driving record was frankly atrocious. And so on all those scores, we think that there are matters in aggravation that Judge Trafficani should consider and certainly are a justifiable basis for substantially increasing his bail.
At this point, do you feel that he would try to leave the county?
Well, the argument that we're going to make, Marge, is that we can't be sure, and that's the problem.
Now, Kavanaugh is not asking for a specific bail amount, just an increase. The bail hearing will take place tomorrow. The trial date for Davis will be set within a month's time.
And still ahead on your Hudson Valley News, a solution is found for the time being in the landfill crisis in the town of LaGrange.
And today marks the beginning of Easter fasting for Valley Catholics. It's Ash Wednesday. Stay with us.
He stunned the political world by announcing that he would not seek the presidency in 1988, a job many people think he could have won. Meet the Mario Cuomo nobody knows in the March issue of Hudson Valley magazine. Find out what motivates Mario Cuomo as revealed by one of his closest observers. The March issue of Hudson Valley magazine also looks at the region's most visible and powerful company, IBM. Find out how IBM became so powerful and what impact IBM has had on its competition. Each month in Hudson Valley magazine, there's a timely calendar of local events and day trips and the most complete guide to fine restaurants in the region. This month, you'll look at the latest in men's and women's spring fashions. You'll read a tale of Tom Quick's final revenge, and you'll discover the latest fad in yuppie transportation. In the March issue, you'll also read about Hudson Valley musicians turning out some excellent work. All this and more in the March issue of Hudson Valley magazine, on sale at newsstands throughout the region. Hudson Valley, a magazine of the good life from Westchester and Rockland to Albany.
Let fine cabinetry make the most of your living space. Custom cabinets are for more than just kitchens. The professional designers at Williams Lumber will create an entertainment center, a study, or wall storage for the den, bedroom, or anywhere you want custom cabinets that best suit your individual needs. Choose the rich warmth of hardwood or the clean lines of laminates in contemporary colors. Stop in to see the professional designers at Williams Lumber and Home Center, Route 9, Rhinebeck.
When you buy a computer, you want more than a machine. You want a system with people and experience behind it. In the Chips offers you a wealth of knowledge when investing in a computer. In the Chips is IBM, Apple, Epson, Leading Edge, and Fountain Systems, and does more than sell you a quality name brand. In the Chips installs your system and consults with you on operation, expansion, and networking. In the Chips has the largest selection of software in the Hudson Valley. Games, business, and educational software for all ages. Visit In the Chips today, 331 Wall Street, Kingston.
The town of LaGrange is turning to the same garbage transfer station it tried to shut down last year to bail it out of its trash crisis. LaGrange officials are meeting tonight to ratify an agreement with the Reliable Sanitation Company on Noxon Road. Trash has been piling up in LaGrange since the Harlem Valley landfill shut out 6 local trash haulers 2 weeks ago. LaGrange officials say the solution is only temporary until the county trash-to-steam plant goes online this summer. And officials admit they are not totally comfortable having to rely on Reliable Sanitation since they were in the process of suing the transfer station on the grounds it had been built without town approval. LaGrange residents who live near the station are not happy with the arrangement either. Nonetheless, town supervisor Edward O'Connor says a solution had to be found, but O'Connor says the county must bear much of the blame for the trash crisis.
I think there's some failings on that front. I'm not going to point fingers. Maybe it's just the political process that makes it an irrational process. Because not having a landfill put us in the spot. We're taking the bull by the horns. Residents are upset in that area. It's unfortunate we have to make residents upset, but we're taking some leadership, and it's jointly. I'm a Democrat, he's a Republican, and the board is Republican. We're taking an action that we don't like, but we have to do to resolve a problem.
O'Connor says Reliable will be strictly regulated in its operating hours and in the fees charged to other carters.
A military airlift group is set to begin moving into new quarters at Stewart Airport later this summer or early in the fall. The 105th Military Airlift Group is currently operating in temporary quarters at the main airport, which was once an Air Force base. The new facilities are being built at a cost of $126 million. Officials say it will be several years before all the facilities are complete and all personnel moved in.
A fund drive is underway for the first major renovation of the Woodstock Library in 20 years. The white frame house on Route 212 is being targeted for a major restructuring. This is to meet what they call the needs of a growing public, and books have just been crammed into corners because of the lack of space. The Woodstock Library hopes to raise $62,000 from the public for the much-needed renovations.
Well, we hope to have more room for both books and people. And we'd like to be able to expand the collection a little bit and add some reader seats and make it a little more roomy and spacious for people. And also we need more space for the workers. We have right now a very crowded office with 6 people working out of it.
And groundbreaking for a new edition tentatively has been scheduled for August.
Today marks the beginning of Lent, and with that comes the celebration of Ash Wednesday. The traditional observance of Ash Wednesday took place around the nation with the placing of ashes on the forehead. A period of fasting also takes place today, as well as the next 8 Fridays. The placing of ashes on the forehead originates from the idea that the body originates from ashes and upon death returns to ashes.
Ashes are distributed on Ash Wednesday as a sign of the beginning of Lent. The ashes come from the palms of last Palm Sunday, the glory of Christ entering into Jerusalem. Ashes remind us that glory in this life passes away.
And the period of Lent concludes on April 19th with the celebration of Easter. And you know, Hillary, this all means spring is on its way.
Yeah, it sure does. And wait till you see some of the temperatures coming up toward the end of the week.
Oh, I love it.
Feel an awful lot
so
like
do
spring.
my flowers.
Yeah, what a pleasure. Current conditions from Dutchess County Airport, still a little cool outside. And this is a picture of a car in Woodstock. Right now it's mostly clear. Temperature 27 degrees, humidity 72%. The barometer is 30.40 and rising. Winds out of the north at 4 miles per hour. High of 35 degrees at 4 this afternoon. A low of 22 degrees at 7 o'clock this morning. Other temperatures around the valley right now, 24 degrees in Albany. Warms up as you head on down through Kingston, Poughkeepsie, 27 degrees in Newburgh, and 24 degrees in Monticello. Nationally, a ridge of high pressure sitting over New York State, but it was a little cool, lots of sunshine. High pressure system brought winds out of the north, so it really kept things just a bit chilly today, but tomorrow they will be getting much nicer as this high pressure system moves in and settles in over New York. On tomorrow's map, you can see that high pressure system right on top of the state. It's going to feel pretty warm out there because of the high on top of New York. We won't be getting too much wind, and that strong March sun will make it feel very nice. As the week continues, these 2 high-pressure systems will merge, and then we'll really feel warm weather. That one high-pressure system will move off into the ocean. It will create a west-southwesterly wind flow, and it will start pulling in an awful lot of warm air that's sitting over the plain states. I mean warm. The temperature over the plain states tomorrow is expected to go into the upper 70s. So by the time the weekend arrives, that Saturday, we'll be having a lot of sunshine, and temperatures will probably top off at 60 degrees. And won't that be a pleasure? Yeah. By Sunday, though, we could be seeing some cloud cover because of this cold front sitting in the western portion of the country. That cold front will be moving in, probably touch off a couple of showers on Sunday, although it could hold off and give us a nice weekend. But just in case, let's be a pessimist for a moment, we'll have some showers on Sunday, but even with that, temperatures will be about 60 degrees. Tonight's low still getting pretty cold out there in the teens, 18 degrees in Albany, 19 in Hudson. In Kingston, Poughkeepsie, Newburgh, getting down to 20 degrees around Carmel, and Mahopac, 15 in Monticello. Tomorrow's highs in the 30s and 40s, but not very windy, so it's going to feel nice outside. 39 in Hudson, 40 from Kingston through Poughkeepsie, just a bit warmer down in Putnam County, and 39 degrees in Middletown. And we have the official AccuWeather forecast for the Hudson Valley right after this.
This is the Colt Vista wagon. It's made in Japan by Mitsubishi. It holds 7 people, and with optional 4-wheel drive, it can take them almost anywhere. As for its looks, well, on days like this, it's just about the most beautiful car in America. The Colt Vista wagon, imported for Chrysler Plymouth dealers.
Get financing as low as 3.7% or up to $1,000 on select new Chrysler Plymouth cars.
Here's the official AccuWeather forecast for the Hudson Valley. Tonight, it will be mostly clear and cold, lows from 12 degrees to 19 degrees. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine, and it's going to feel lovely in the afternoon, high about 40. Tomorrow night, mostly clear and cold, low 21. Then on Friday, a partly sunny day, high 48 degrees. On Saturday, a mostly sunny day, high topping off at 60 degrees. Isn't that something? Then on Sunday, a mix of clouds and sun, Continued mild, high about 58, but maybe if we're lucky, it'll inch up to 60 again.
Listen, that all means encouragement for those little jonquils that are starting to peek through the soil.
As the snow melts away.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to spring. How about you, Brian?
And the heating bills go down.
Yes,
How nice.
sir.
Anyway, the stock market today climbed sharply, and it posted a new closing high. The Dow Jones average up by 31 points. Consuelo Mack now with today's business.
At the top of today's business news, a remarkable comeback on Wall Street. GM's announcement that it will buy back up to 20% of its stock drove the blue chips higher. The broader market followed. The Dow hit a new record, up 30 points to close at 2,257.45. The Amex and NASDAQ indexes also broke new ground, and trading expanded to a lively 198 million shares in the big board. Gold glittered again. It was up $3.20 to $410.40 an ounce. The economy continues to break records, but in the wrong direction.
A darkness that hides unnamed terrors. In the old house, on another part of the Collins estate, two people are undergoing a night of terror. For Barnabas Collins has disappeared, and two spirits of those already dead have risen from their graves. Spirits that can save or destroy him.
It's coming from down here. There's nobody here. It stopped.
I expected it would.
I don't like this. Now let's get out of here.
No, wait.
What for?
I know who was sobbing. She must have been doing it for a reason, and the reason must have had something to do with Barnabas.
What are you talking about?
I heard the sobbing before when I was alone in the house. I came down here, and there, huddled against that wall, I saw a ghost.
A ghost?
Ghost of a woman, and she resembled the portrait of Josette Collins.
Josette?
She was grieving. She would only grieve for one person, Barnabas. But why? Why would she choose to appear here, all places?
I don't know.
She was huddled on that wall. That wall.
Collinwood, who continue to suffer from the evil of one person who has come to them from the 18th century. On this night, in the old Collins Mausoleum, on the grounds of Eagle Hill Cemetery, the past threatens the destruction of the witch, who calls herself Cassandra Collins.
Again. And I shall finish what I set out to do. We shall meet again, Reverend. And when we do meet again, Barnabas Collins will be destroyed.
Henry Marcotte. Each week on Hudson Valley Weekly, we discuss communities in the region with officials of those communities. We visit the cities, the towns, the villages, and talk about things that the residents are concerned about. Join us each Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on Hudson Valley Weekly on WTZA TV, Channel 62.
This is my son, Jim. When he was younger, he went to school, even though the school bus doesn't stop here anymore. Today, he, like many young adults with disabilities, is involved in a special vocational program. Every day, Jim goes to work and is using the skills he has learned to become more independent. If you're a parent of a child with a disability, you need to plan for more than graduation. You need to plan for life. For help, call this number.
Every year, people like you struggle to understand the new tax laws. This year, have the professionals at LPC Tax Service do the work for you. We combine computerized technology with 30 years of tax experience for personal and business tax returns. Our office provides year-round bookkeeping, accounting, and insurance services with friendly personal attention. We're in business to help you, and when it's your money, it's worth it. LPC Tax Service at the Conti Insurance Agency, Fair Street, Uptown Kingston, 338-0500.
Joe, it's Vicky. Joe, I just had a call from Maggie at the hospital. Oh, no, she's all right. But it's Mr. Evans. He's had some kind of accident, some kind of fall. No, I don't know, but Mr. Evans' condition, it's critical. He's had a concussion. Joe, I asked Maggie if she'd called you, and she said something about an argument. I didn't want to press it, but, well, she's very upset. Yes, I think you should. I think you should right away. And, oh, Joe, look, if there's anything that I can do, I'll be here for a few hours.
How long have you been here? I just came in a moment ago. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation now.
That's all right. It wasn't private.
Has Sam Evans had an accident?
Well, we don't know yet if it was an accident or not.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. I don't know the details.
What hospital is he in?
There's only one in Collinsport.
Poor man. Certainly had his share of tragedy lately, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Excuse me, I've got to go upstairs now. Come in. Joe.
Maggie.
Oh, Joe.
Maggie, how is he?
How did you find out?
Vicky told me. Why didn't you call me right away?
You were so angry before. I don't know.
I could kill myself for acting up the way I did.
Joe, don't think about it. Let's just forget
If
about
I
it.
had stayed with you, Sam wouldn't be here now. How did it happen?
Do you remember that fellow that you told me about?
Adam?
Yes, Adam. He came to the house shortly before Pop did. And when Pop came in, well, there was a misunderstanding, and I guess we all panicked. Pop thought that Adam was trying to hurt me. And there was a struggle, and he tried to get him away from me, and then Pop fell to the floor and hit his head. Oh, Joe, they won't tell me if he's going to live or die.
It's gonna be all right, Maggie. Don't worry. Come here. Have you done anything about Adam?
Joe, what do I care about him now? I'm just concerned about my father. No, I think Pop is right. Adam didn't intend to hurt him.
But he did hurt him.
Yes, I know, but... Joe, I couldn't face talking to the police when we got here, so I had one of the doctors do it. I'm sure they're out looking for him now.
Did the doctors tell you how long it would be before they knew anything?
They just keep saying that it's critical. Mrs. Collins. Oh, I hope you'll forgive this intrusion. I heard your father had an accident. And well, after all he's been through, I just had to see, I just had to come and see if there was something I could do.
Hi, I'm Larry Borzamato, your host and moderator for Scholastic Matchup. Scholastic Matchup is a joint production of Ulster County Community College's Communications, Media Arts Department and WTZA. Join us this Sunday evening at 6, right here on WTZA Hudson Valley Television. The 1986-87 season features exciting quiz sessions among 20 high school teams in the Hudson Valley. This Sunday at 6, right here on WTZA, will feature a match between Monticello High School and New Paltz High School.
Getting into drugs and being high is a stupid thing to do. So being in control and saying no is not the easiest thing to do. Be an original and take a stand. You are free to say no. Don't let a friend push you into taking drugs. You got a right to say no, right to say no.
Your tax returns are important to you. Too important to rush through. Financial Services Center wants you to know that your tax returns are a crucial part of your financial picture. Financial Services Center consults with you about your returns, including changes in the tax laws, to get you the best possible refund. And Financial Services Center offers accounting assistance to small and medium-sized businesses. Turn to the tax experts in the Hudson Valley area. Call Financial Services Center now.
I appreciate your thoughtfulness, but I'm afraid there's nothing any of us can do now except pray that he recovers.
Is he able to